retweet the tweet. Oh, we're live. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome into week 3 now of Royal Bettors here in this NHL season. I'm Jaric alongside Jake Elder, and we got, I believe it's 7 games to talk about today. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but a 7-game NHL card, I believe. And yesterday, Predators, they came out swinging. Connor Ingram and net, and they got a lead 3-0 early, and they didn't look back. So we cashed the first period over, but we couldn't win that wild in regulation bet.
For me, I got my best bet hit with don't know why I can't think of it. Oh, the Sharks team total over.
Yep.
I
that was
honestly
low-key a prayer.
I know, dude. For some reason, I just wasn't nervous. Just the way the game looked like it was going. I don't know, but I know it barely hit, but it felt like it was easily got there. But I also hit a game prop with the final score. And I
Did you
bet
say that on there, or did you just kind of do
No,
that?
I didn't.
Okay.
I was gonna put it on Twitter too, and I didn't even. I was gonna put it under just like side bets, not counting towards a record, but like something I had.
Yeah.
But so I hit that. I've hit 2 final scores in a row for past 2 days, so that's pretty nice. But and my 2 other bets.
Imagine I told you, hey, wait. How pissed would you have been if I told you to cash out and you did?
Right? No, I forgot. Oh, the reason I couldn't, it just wouldn't let me. So I was just like, all right, I guess I'm letting it ride.
Speaking of stuff not letting me, it does not match at all, but I can't drop Kucherov in fantasy because he was that top pick.
What?
So he's stuck on my IR. Unless, someone trades for him. Why do they do that?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Unless we cheesed it and we trade him back and forth a couple times, and then we just drop him and give each other our players back.
Seems weird. All right. But yeah, catch that. Other than that, I had the under in the Hawks Detroit game. Obviously, that went way over, but I'm gonna blame that on Fleury starting for whatever reason.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, I love Fleury, but why are we continuing starting a guy who's let up 4 goals every game? One of them was only 1 period. It makes 0 sense.
First 5 minutes of 1 period.
Yeah, Lankinen has played decent enough, and he played 40 games.
Detroit.
Yeah, dude, and he played 40 games last year.
I believe he started 7 games against them, and he won 6 of them. And he held them to 2 or less in all but 1. And the one he lost was the one that Detroit scored 4.
So when I saw Fleury in that, I got kind of scared, and obviously I had good reason for that.
Oh, crap. One of my props for the Florida game's not on the ice and morning skate. Shit.
Man, you're just all over the place right now.
I am.
Zach Wilson's out 2 to 4 weeks, if you were wondering. Nothing to do.
When's that Jets Thursday night game on? That'll be a disaster.
I don't know, dude. Did you see the dude who came in? Jets have 0 for the whole first 2 quarters.
We are all over the place. I hope people are enjoying this right now. I was thinking, did I text you? Tampa, New England scored 54? I was like, Tampa's trying to outscore New England.
Oh, the Bucks, yeah, probably. But no, he no touchdowns for Zach Wilson all game. Gets hurt. The other dude comes in, throws 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes that he's in. I was like, Zach Wilson's the problem. But
one more thing. Robert Selle's supposed to be a defensive guy. I know they don't got much talent there, but 54 points.
Right, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, what? I don't get it. But yeah, back to the thing. I had Isles and Minnesota money line. Unfortunately, Minnesota screwed me over a lot yesterday. I had some bets that I didn't talk about at all on the show or anything. That kind of screwed me over, but whatever. I don't know what happened. Nashville, not Nashville. Roman Yossi just carried the team. I don't care. Yossi was all over the ice yesterday. But yeah, starting off today.
Massive shout out to DraftKings for making me scared. Why would I not fade the boost? I don't know. I like that first period under in the Islanders and Vegas game. Just didn't play it.
Yeah, I like it too, but yeah.
All right, so that was yesterday. Let's get in today so we don't get too much distractions anymore. Let's kick things off here with the Calgary Flames plus 110 road dogs taking on the New York Rangers minus 130 home favorites. Over 5.5 shaded to the over. Now, I do lead under to this game. I was hoping we'd maybe get a 6, but with the way these teams play, we won't get it. I just don't want to bet Ranger games though until their offense starts to really like be consistent. Once Panarin and Zibanejad, like that line starts clicking, then I'll probably start hitting the over in Rangers games and playing them a little more. But like as generic as it sounds and basic, like I just don't really want to touch Ranger games until I really get goal scoring consistency because
No,
that's
for
where I
good
feel
reason.
most
Yeah,
confidence backing them.
the Rangers have not been the team I thought they were. Their last 2 to 3 wins have come at like
I do like
3-1 or
Shesterkin. I mean,
yeah. Shesterkin's been looking really good, and it's just that power play hasn't been clicking for the Rangers. I don't know. I just feel like something they're not all connecting, but I have literally zero idea where this game's gonna go. I feel like Lindholm can drop a hat trick and the Rangers can put up goals, or like it can go anywhere. Shesterkin can stand on his head and
right?
no
Rangers been winning games like 3-1 against everyone.
yeah. So
So
that's probably a sit away for me.
definitely.
I don't even know if I like any prop bets. I don't know.
Mm-mm. Not
The
for me.
Rangers,
Maybe Adam Fox. He was with Calgary once. Maybe he feels like he has something to prove.
yeah. I got nothing. I don't
All
know.
right.
I hope the Rangers win because I don't like the Flames and I like the Rangers.
Yep, sounds good to me. Tampa Bay Buffalo Lightning minus 210 road favorites. Buffalo Sabres plus 180 road or home dogs. Man, I just woke up and can't talk right. Over under 6 shaded to the over. Now I'm gonna go back to the well here with Tampa's opponents team total under a half a goal in the first period.
Which hasn't even worked.
For me, every time I haven't bet it, it's won.
Right. I'll
So
bet
I
it
would go.
today, okay?
I'm
Make you feel
going back
better.
to I'm going back to the well with it. It's minus 105 for Buffalo not to score in the first period. Tampa's first periods have also been very lethargic. The first period under's unbeaten in all their games, and it's plus 110 tonight. So I'm gonna go right back to that. I wrote it last game with the Colorado matchup, and that cashed for me. Except Colorado scored the first goal, and that opponent team total thing kind of broke. But I like it tonight against Buffalo. So minus 105 for Buffalo to stay scoreless in the first period. And the first period under for that game's plus 110, under 1.5 goals.
Yeah. So I feel like this is a game that would be a trap game where you bet all the stuff for Tampa and then Buffalo comes out and leads 2-0. But that was before. I think that I'm never gonna stop thinking about it. With Cody Eakin out, that was the only line scoring for Buffalo. They were putting up goal after goal after goal, but it was that line only. The Gergensons, Eakin, and Olofsson line. Or Okposo.
Okposo.
Yeah. That line was literally the only reason or only line scoring for Buffalo. And since Eakin's out, that line isn't there. All the lines are mixed up now. I think Buffalo puts up literally zero. I think this is Vasilevsky's opportunity.
Oh my God, do you want to bet it?
I'm thinking about it, right? Because I think Vasilevsky's walking in and saying, he's like, I saw, I've been
Josh,
awful.
we have no goalie confirmation, and we'll say all this and be Brian Elliott getting the nod tonight.
Well, I maybe that's the way to go. I don't think I'm gonna bet shutout, but it's definitely worth a look.
Dude, I think that's a good idea. Vazzy's in there. Like I have fun with the Flyers. I say
Right?
Flyers is in just having a fun bet. Like just put $2.50 on it.
Yeah, it's definitely look
Is the connection
have
okay?
it played to their.
You there?
Yeah.
All right, I hear you. I hear you.
I have
Just don't
one
see it
bar
too
of
well.
Wi-Fi.
All right.
That's why.
Looks
You
better.
still hear
Looks
me?
better. Yeah, looks better
I
too.
hope. Okay. Yeah. So that's a look. If not, Tampa puck line maybe. Tampa and regulation's got to be a lock, right? I don't think you can go. You can't. I don't think Buffalo puts up anything.
No, I think you're right. Buffalo team total under maybe.
Yeah, if it looks good, if it's not too to the juice.
I'm just gonna stick with my first period bets because, to
Yeah,
be
their
honest,
puck
I
line
really
is
did want to add a lot more on this game, but I told myself I'm not going to.
minus, or I mean, plus 115.
That's kind of why, like, I know it's made sense because, like, in perspective, looking at Florida, they're minus 130 on the puck line. Like,
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm all in with wasn't. I just hope Buffalo doesn't come out, because if they do come out, they're gonna score in the first period. That's what's gonna happen, and it's
yeah, then
only
I'm
gonna
a
be the first period,
loser.
and that's what sucks because they're gonna come out and just look good for some reason. So that's what scares me about that first period. Otherwise, I do really like it, and I think it's 100% like in a real world it shouldn't happen. But
That's
all
Buffalo.
right, yeah.
All right, so I like the first period under 1.5 plus 110, and Sabres to not score in the first minus 105. Jake's thinking Tampa in regulation here, or the puck line.
I'm probably gonna go puck line because
Puck
the
line.
money, it's where the money's at.
All right, so that's what we like in Tampa. Buffalo, Washington minus 165 road favorites at the Ottawa Senators plus 140 home dogs. Over under 6.5 shaded under. No side or total for me in this game, but I'll give you some props here. Ovi's not even plus money, but to be honest, I'm gonna bet him. He's been dynamite in every single game. He's minus 105, and weirdest
Do you
thing
know
here
who's in net for them?
for Ottawa,
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
Pretty sure it's gonna be their third string.
Yeah, that's even better. I had a feeling that was it, but I was worried you were going to tell me, like, oh, Murray's back.
No, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a
Like
bum.
Anton Forsberg, and he's going to like, get a couple wins again? Or is he hurt?
Is he playing? I don't even know.
I don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure both are hurt right now.
But what I was going to say is, I don't know the exact number, but a few years back, Washington started the season at Toronto and at Ottawa. And I think Ovi had a hat trick in back-to-back games. There was 5 goals. He had a hat trick in one of them, something like that. And NHL Network, they start talking about like Ovechkin's numbers in the province of Ontario, and they're like otherworldly. So every time he goes to Toronto or he goes to Ottawa, he's in my DFS lineups. I always bet this man to score. And I'm also Kuzi's plus 200 now, and he scored last game and he was plus 170, so he gained value. And I don't see him slowing down either against this Ottawa team. I mean, both these Russians are just red hot to start the year, and I think they're the main reason this Caps team is where they're at.
Yeah, I totally agree there. I think Washington's gonna roll here. I don't even know if it matters who's in net, to be honest. Ottawa's. I don't know if you obviously didn't watch the last game. I texted you about what happened,
Yeah, I was
but
busy.
that was the biggest, and they're still at home, which makes it even worse in my opinion. That was the worst. Like,
And
that was more of a no. I'm telling you right now, like it was. I almost want to say more of a breakdown than Vegas and the Sharks in the playoffs, because the Vegas one was at least just one bad 5 minute penalty.
you don't remember Anaheim and Edmonton from 2017.
I do not.
So Edmonton led 3-0 with 3 minutes to go. Playoff game. Second round. They would have been up 3-2 in the series. Anaheim scores 3 goals, ties it, and then Perry wins it in double overtime.
See, that sounds bad, but like this
It
one was
was
just
bad,
bad.
dude. Like McDavid was just sitting there on the bench, like
Yeah, well, that's the Oilers, man.
they
But
had a
like
playoff team compared to
it
Sens.
was just bad call after bad call, and then Rangers just kept rolling. Like
Yeah, the
Ottawa,
officiating I heard was bad in that one.
yeah, they would call bad penalty, bad offsides. Like, it was bad. But so I think Ottawa's just gonna crumble up, and Washington's off the loss, right? I think they
Yeah, well, I
lost.
leaned Washington first period last time, and I thought it was an easy matchup. So
Yeah, no, I'm Washington will be part of my first period
tie
tie
no
no
bet.
bet bets.
I like
So
it. All right.
the Caps are always my first period team, so I'm gonna stick with it. Yeah, I know, right? But then they go down 3-0, tie the game three
I
three,
was
and
so pissed. I'm not gonna lie, because I thought it in
yeah,
my head. I was like, I like the Caps. Like they're gonna be good. And they were down 3-0. I was like, thank God I didn't bet anything. But like, man, I
so
was like,
stupid.
because that was the one play. If I was gonna do anything and give it out to you guys, That's what it was going to be. So thank God I didn't do it. All right, so what were you saying?
There's just no goalies confirmed yet.
I know, there's just none.
Not a single one.
That's the downfall of doing this early, but it is what it is. I like goal props, Kuzi and Ovechkin for this one. Ovechkin's not even plus money, it's minus 105, but screw it, and Kuzi's plus 200.
Yep,
All right.
I like it.
And Jake's tie no bet for the first period is going to be part of probably a 2-leg parlay, I guess.
Yeah, 2, maybe 3 today. I don't know.
All right. So I'm burping here. I'm sorry. Moving along. Toronto minus 105 road. I mean, I guess this is basically a pick 'em at Carolina minus 115. Over under 6.5 shaded under. Now, I'm not going to bet the Leafs pregame again, but if this first period does go over, I'm definitely going to look at it in game under because with this total at 6.5, like we could see a 7.5, 8, and I'm 100% willing to go under on that, especially with these Leafs games going dead under in the second and third period. I don't care about these last 2 games. That Hutchinson game's a throwaway, and the Pittsburgh game was a back-to-back where they had to go through all the stupid customs now that they have to deal with going from country to country because of COVID. And they were all out of sorts. Now they finally had a couple days off. They rest. They don't have to deal with any of the travel nonsense. They go to Carolina. It's not that far to travel. I think it would be a close game, and I think it'll be a bounce back for them. I think it'll end up being low scoring. I think this is 100% going to be a game where the first period goes over, and then we'll get a full game under. I'm not going to bet the first period over there because it's like minus 145.
So I hear you on that, yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like the Leafs are going to go out there and, I mean, they got to fight for a win, right? And I think they're going to play a different type of style game. This Carolina's depth is way better than theirs. And I don't know. I feel like if Freddie Anderson is the goalie for the Canes, Toronto's going to want to play harder. And it just makes me feel like there's going to be a lot more open ice to where the game does go over. And I do lean the first period over, that's for sure. But I do like the full game over. So, well, let's see. Is it at a 6?
All right, well,
6.5.
And see if I'm looking at like an end game 8. I mean, we could both be winners.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you're right. Hits at 7 because I see a 4-3 ending.
Yeah, so same with me. If I will be honest, and I have no problem jumping on an under 8.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, when you said that, I definitely
because the number's gonna be big if it's 1-1, 2-0 in the first period. It's 6.5 already.
Yes, definitely. But
right.
I got a player prop on this one, but we'll get to that at the end, I guess.
On that. All right. Well, honestly, you want to give it now because for this one, I don't even feel like waiting until the end because this next game we're going to talk about. I think props are the best way to bet it.
All right. Well, since I do think this game is going to go over, I think it's going to be definitely a hard-fought game. I think there will be a lot of penalties. Svechnikov's going to be in the freaking penalty box for sure. If that was a bet, I would make it. I don't know.
He's been killing it too.
I know he has been really good, but I just see him ending up in the penalty box. But I'm gonna bet. Gonna go back to the window with my thing that's failed twice, but like it's still a good bet. It's just I don't put a lot of money on it. But Austin Matthews and Morgan Riley power play points. It's gotta click at some point here. Every single power play shot that Austin Matthews takes comes from Morgan Riley at the top. Every single one.
Let's go.
So if they get on the power play and score, it's gonna be somebody to Riley to Matthews, most likely. So I'm going to put that out there. And Kakanieme has finally figured out like he's got that chemistry with Aho, and he stayed on that top line. So I do like Kakanieme to get on the board. I'm probably going to bet him a goal prop, but he's definitely in my lineup at a very cheap price, actually. It's only $3,000. And he's on the top line next to Sebastian Aho. So against the other top line, which isn't very defensive. So.
All right. Well, see, I like your theory with the power play points, but my stupid ass like, What's Carolina's PK ranked? They're 5th. So I think the best way to bet those Matthews and Riley points might be to look against teams here who are ranked very poorly on the power play or on the penalty
Very
kill.
true. I do hear you on that. But I just don't want to sit a game out and then have
Like
to
Los
actually
Angeles is next to last. Like maybe in this Blues game, like some power play points there be worth
some
looking at. Like
David Perron.
Perron, Kyrou. I mean, Tarasenko's been meh. Shen, O'Reilly, stuff like that. Pareko, Krug, Falk. I mean, there's a lot of players, man. Like, holy shit.
I can't afford a goalie.
All right. So you got that on Toronto and Carolina? I might just look at an in-game spot.
Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, I'm probably gonna bet the over 6.5. It's at plus 100, so that's pretty good. I think. I'll look at it. Hopefully, it falls to a 6. I can get that. Maybe bet it right when the game starts when it falls to 6, if I can, because time will go tick away a few minutes and it'll drop. But you're right. Now that you say that with the power play stuff, I probably will sit this one out, but watch it happen. That's all I'm saying.
Literally watch it happen. At least Morgan Riley. I mean, how can you not get at least a secondary assist when you're quarterback in a power play? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, very true.
All right, so that was Toronto, Carolina. Arizona, Florida. Arizona, when I wrote this player plus 250, I think they're plus 270 now, and Florida's minus 340. Over under 6, minus 10, 110 both ways. Now, there's only 2 ways that I really see value in this game. Now, before I say them, if any of you watching this like the puck line, go ahead and bet it. If you want to lay juice, go for it. I am going to lay just a smidge of juice here. Panthers first period minus 105, I think is a good bet. To lead by a half a goal after the first period, I think that's the best value way to bet this game.
Minus 105, Jesus. That's right. So, for a first, to lead, usually those are plus, 140, 150.
Most of them I've been playing are, plus 110. That's why I didn't think it was that bad.
True. I don't know. Some of the higher ones are up to plus 130, 140.
Because Arizona, they've been scoring in the first period, but I just don't see it tonight. Cross-country travel, Florida's lights out. Arizona's going to get their brains beat in.
Yeah, they'll be part of my first period thing. I'm going to go with my OG people.
Yeah, so there's probably going to have to be 3 legs in this.
What's up?
I'm assuming you're going to end up with 3 legs in this one because...
Yeah, these are the 2 ones...
I already know what the other team is.
Yeah. I always read them.
Dude, okay. All right. This will get interesting. Stay tuned for the final game. Anyways, the other way I like to bet in this game is I think props are going to be the best way to make your money in this game. I think Florida's going to get at least 5 or 6. So I like Bennett to score a goal. I like Verhaeghe to score a goal. I liked Anton Lundell, but that's the player who was hurt in morning skate. It wasn't on the ice. So I don't know if he's going to be playing. He had 5 points in his last 5 games, 2 goals, 3 assists.
Yeah, no, I definitely do like him. I read a little about him and stuff. So
one guy I got a big feeling about tonight is Hornquist. He hasn't scored yet. I 100% think he's going to get to the front of the net and just score a net front presence goal. He's only plus 220. I thought he should have been plus 300 something, but I still like it. Hornquist to score. I have one for Duclair plus 200 and Ekblad plus 260. I like Ekblad and Bennett shots on goal. They're not listed yet on DraftKings. That's where I find all my props. And once the point props become available, I like Ekblad to get a point, Reinhardt to get a point, Verhaeghe to get a point, Bennett to get a point. I just hope that the point props aren't juiced because they know it's Arizona, and they definitely probably are. So I'll officially tweet out what my exact props will be for this game on Twitter. But I definitely think that's the best way to make your money in this one.
Yeah, I definitely see the juice. But
is it out now?
I didn't
I'm
saying okay. I see the juice being an option.
Gotcha.
I can go look real quick. Let's see. Player props. They only have Brandon Montour over a half a point.
Wow. Okay. All right. What do you got in Arizona, Florida?
Yeah, Arizona.
Just the first
Ain't,
period, tie no bet.
ain't nothing. I'm like Florida in the first period, like in full game, like in everything. Florida's gonna completely roll. Um, I don't. Is there really much else to say than what you said?
There
Everyone's gonna get
isn't.
a point.
I do want to keep this moving because I feel like I gotta get it out of here in like 15 minutes. So Dallas and Columbus. Dallas minus 125. Columbus plus 105. Home dogs over under 5.5 shaded under. No official play for me in this game. I do like the first period under, but I'll pass it minus 130. I mean, maybe we see it overtime here. Maybe sprinkle a couple bucks on the draw, but I just see a boring game. Not much
Yep.
to it.
With that being said, I don't. I think it'll be 1-1, but I really like Dallas. They got two guys back from injury. If Klingberg's in, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it's official, but I'm pretty sure he's playing today. They got I don't remember. I can't think of his name. All I'm
Heiskanen?
saying is Dallas. What?
Heiskanen?
No, Heiskanen's always playing. I'm talking about injury guys like coming back. Like, because Rope
Gotcha.
Hint's always been in. Like there was
Yeah,
two or
he's on my
three.
fantasy team. He's been there.
There was like two or three guys that were out.
Anyway,
Robertson day to
Robertson.
day,
He's been in
but
since the start.
I think this Dallas team is gonna roll today, but not high scoring. I just think because if you ever watch a Dallas game, the shots are always lopsided to the other team. Dallas gets 0 shots but wins the game because they only get quality shots. And Holtby's looked really good, and Merzlikins is probably gonna be the goalie for Columbus, who's actually been also playing really good. But both teams are 3-2, but Dallas is on a 2-game win streak and Columbus is on a 2-game lose streak. I think Dallas is 100% the play. I didn't even look at the line.
Minus 125 last I looked. Minus 130, something like
Yeah,
that.
that looks minus 130 right now. That looks beautiful to me. I think that might be my favorite play of the day. It'll be close, but like
Grand scheme of things, it isn't close.
yeah, in reality,
I
it'll
understand. The score might not dictate how the game goes.
yeah. But I really like Dallas at that price. I think this is their game. Klingberg's back, and I think they'll roll this game.
I hope all right, so I don't play anything this one. Jake likes the Stars. I hope in this next game here that I don't talk you off of what your bet's gonna be, because
Oh yeah,
I know what your play is. All right, so this is a weird scheduling spot, right? Like, when have we ever in a regular full 82 game season seen a team play the same team back to back games in the same building? I can't think of when that's happened.
I was looking at. This is weird. Like
Yeah,
I
no, it's
saw it.
super bizarre. But all right, you ready
Exactly.
for this?
Well,
LA's
we're talking
LA
about
St.
LA
Louis.
St.
Oh,
Louis.
did I not give? Okay, LA plus 150, St. Louis minus 175, over under 5.5 shaded over. I'm sorry, thought I talked about that. This is interesting. LA's given up the first goal in their very first game, but since then they've scored the first goal in every single game. And on the other hand, St. Louis, they scored the first goal in their opening game, and they've given up the first goal in every game since, including the last game versus LA. I'm going to hop on this little trend here, and the Kings to score first is plus 125. I think that's going to happen again. I think the Kings are going to get on the board early in this one. I think the Blues are still going to end up winning the game, but I do like the Kings here, and maybe I'll put a live bet on the Blues money line just for fun. We'll see on that. But I think the Kings to score first here is a move.
It sounds very reasonable, and you're right. I only literally ride the Blues just because they tend to win the first period every time. I mean, they scored shorthanded to win the last first period. Like, you can't tell me that when I think the Blues win the first period a majority of the time, they actually do. Like, I don't just take – I take it with whatever team they're playing.
Yeah.
I did it against literally – what was the other team? Like, they were playing
Vegas?
Vegas? No, Colorado, I think.
Yeah, but that was a smart play. Everyone was on the Blues. Every smart human being was on the Blues that game.
Really? I don't know. It's just no matter what team they're playing, I always take them first period. And I know you do mention that, and I don't know. It makes sense, but I just feel like the Kings aren't the same.
Because when you mentioned
Kings.
Minnesota has yet to score the first goal, I started thinking about that when I was looking through all these other teams' handicap, and I noticed that with this one. I was like,
Oh, really?
So it
Yeah,
stood out to me.
Minnesota, man. That pissed me off. Like,
Yeah.
they were, I don't even know, 3 power plays for Nashville in the first period. Like,
Right.
can't make that up.
They got
But
our friend Melissa Cunningham, M Cunningham 33. She says Minnesota's the most penalized team in the league, and I think that's facts. I got it. Let's see the PIM stat here. It's not actually. They're the fourth. Seattle's got 114. But
oh
part of me
yes,
feels these got to be fights to an extent. No.
oh they're all fights. They have the
Yeah.
most. They have the
I would
most.
like to
It's like
believe probably Minnesota or Detroit, but 'cause watching Detroit yesterday, they took a lot of penalties.
they had 4 in one game. Did you know that?
Okay, that makes sense
Seattle.
then.
They
That
had
makes
4
sense.
fighting majors in one game. Like what?
Okay, so Minnesota's up there and penalized.
See, you can't bet the Blues money line. Like you said, you got to look at it live. Is the only way. Minus 184
Yeah.
is too much.
Honestly,
The,
I might do that if the Kings score first. I'm at work, so I'm gonna have to like try and pay close attention.
yeah,
Spencer
I'll be
Knight
at work
starting, by
too.
the way, and
Yep, I saw.
Anton Forsberg is the Ottawa goalie.
I was gonna say we got a few
Hey, well,
Andersons for the
here
Canes. Pacioretty's on
did
long-term IR. Jeez.
did we get props done pretty much? I only had one fun one. I just thought maybe Kopitar for the first goal at plus 1200 be a fun one to toss in there tonight.
Yeah, sounds reasonable. He's been hot. So Klim Kostin, you
Yep,
know him?
yep.
He's moved to the top line. Sod's out. He's on the top line. Sod scored, last game or whatever the game we bet him in for. He's gonna be on the top line. I don't know what else to say. I don't know if I'll bet him to score, but DFS he's 2,600, and to
Yeah.
get
See,
2,600 for a guy on the top unit.
tell me what Ivan Barbashev's price is right now.
Is he on the top line too or no?
I don't know, but he has goals in every game but one.
Yeah, he's on a 3-game point streak. I just looked at him because I was gonna pick him. Barbashev.
But I might add him to my prop card because
He's
I
only
forgot about
2,900.
No, I was talking about prop odds for goal scorer.
Oh.
He's in my DFS lineup.
Yeah, Barbashev's been hot. Third 390.
I love it. Adding that one, no doubt in my mind. All right,
No doubt.
no doubt. You want to get to DFS?
Yeah.
All right. So I did 2 lineups today. Now, I guess, I mean, they're both different from each other. There's expensive pieces, and then like there's one that's built around the Panthers' depth because I'm expecting them to smoke Arizona, and the other one's a more spaced out lineup. Now, there's still 3 Panthers in that second lineup, but like that's normally how I do most of my lineups. I normally put like 3 guys from one team and then scatter it out. But this Panther heavy one. So at center, Anton Lundell. I hope he plays. If he doesn't play, I'll have to switch him out. Boone Jenner from Columbus. He's got goals in every game but one. Patrick Hornquist. I gave you reasons as to why I like him. Jordan Kyrou has been one of the best Blues on the ice. Alex Ovechkin. I like him. Obviously, minus 105. I mean, he's going to score every game he plays in the province of Ottawa or province of Ontario. Aaron Ekblad, Norris Trophy winner, if you ask me. He's the most expensive defenseman, and that's another reason why I had to put Robert Haig as my second defenseman, 2,800. But this man's been eating block shots. He's got 9+ points in 2 games. I mean, he's playing against Tampa Bay. Tampa's going to get a lot of shots, so I think Haig will definitely get like 3 or 4 block shots, and that'll get you plus 1.5 bonus points too for getting the block shots bonus. In goal, I got Shesterkin, and then Sam Bennett's my utility man, so that caps off the Panther heavy one. And then I did a build with Kuzi and Kopitar, so those are my 2 centermen, Kopitar and Kuznetsov. Then I got Jonathan Huberdeau. He finally got on the score sheet last game, goal and assist. When he gets going, and this is obviously a matchup where he's favored to, get on the score sheet a ton. Ivan Barbashev, we mentioned he scored in every game but one. He's been a darling for DFS, and nobody's caught on. And obviously in the books they haven't either. Sam Reinhart, just like who was I saying? Huberto. He's got goals in back-to-back games now. I think he's going to extend that goal streak. Justin Falk, he's been probably the Blues' best defenseman fantasy-wise. I like them to get their chances against the Kings, and like I said, that penalty kill's really down there for the Kings. Brett Pesce, that was just kind of a cheap option I had to throw in there. I think he'll get some block shots against Toronto. I mean, that's kind of what the Canes defensive core does. So Igor Shesterkin back in this one, and then Anthony Duclair as my utility man.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and talk about my one lineup here. I got a few stacks within it. Kuznetsov and Ovechkin are both in there on the same line together. Like we said, they'll roll. And then I got Aho and Kakanieme. I talked about Kakanieme. He's got on the score sheet or point sheet the last 2 games. I don't know if it's points or goals, but he's finally clicked with Aho. I think they'll continue to do good. And like I said, this Carolina-Toronto game should be a higher scoring game. So, in my opinion. So I have both of them in there. And then I got that Costin guy. Sorry, I don't know who he is.
He was drafted when I was at the draft in Chicago.
Crazy. Well, he's on that top line.
They got him with the pick they traded Ryan Reeves for.
It's kind of crazy that you even know that. So I got him, Torrey Krug. He's been on the power play for the Blues, I think, and he's looks like a good defenseman. I looked at his previous games. He's been putting up fantasy points, so I got him in there. And then a very cheap – I didn't have much money, so a very cheap defenseman, but puts up hits, block shots, everything. Who? Radko Gudas. That's my guy. I mean, I know he's facing Arizona, but, like,
that's kind of why I wanted Haig. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. Yeah.
Gudas isn't a bad fantasy pick ever, I don't think. It's just he's not consistent with it probably, but he'll get you like 5 hits and 2 block shots or something. So I don't know. We'll see how he goes. And then I have Holtby in net for the fact of I really do like Dallas tonight. And Dallas gives up 1 million shots a game and wins the game. So if they're going to give up 30, 40 shots and win, it's perfect goalie formula for you right there. And then with my money left over, I looked at my options, and I went with Anthony Mantha because he's on a 2 or 3 game goal streak. I think it's at 2. Might be 3 now. But he's been doing really good, and it's Ottawa, and I don't like Ottawa at all today. So,
all right. So that is our DFS build. I'm going to go through best bets quickly here because I do got to take off. My best bet's going to be Tampa Bay versus Buffalo. First period under 1.5 goals, plus 110. I think it's going to stay perfect for Tampa Bay, knock on wood. And, I mean, if it's 1-0, so be it. Hopefully it's 1-0 Tampa because I don't want to bet. I mean, we have that Buffalo under half goal for the first period as well.
I'm very considering betting Tampa's puck line, but I want to do the plus money option. That's the only thing. But I'll stick with Dallas. Dallas money line will be my best bet.
All right.
And I'm going to stick with it.
All right. Sounds good to me. Jake's on Dallas money line. I'm on the Tampa Bay versus Buffalo first period under 1.5 goals. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Those of you who've watched this live, everybody who's going to end up watching this later on as the video, if you've made it this far, please give the video a thumbs up because that would mean the world to us. We want to try and get to the top of the page as we go on here with the NHL picks and predictions. Once people type that in, NHL betting, all that stuff. So for Jake Elder, I've been Jaric Rubel. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Royal Bettors, at Jaric_Rubel11, at Jake Elder 19. Subscribe to the YouTube channel Royal Bettors, and we will be live with you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time as we break down a Tuesday NHL card. So for Jake, I'm Jaric. Take care, everybody. Enjoy your Monday. Let's cash some tickets.